He must have had this baby early this morning because wasn't out here yesterday. It's just newborn. Very small. Trying to check on it. And I'm standing here, so he doesn't really know what to do. I hope it's not time to feed. He sees me up here.
Okay, today is another day, and another day we've got a little bit more progress on our garden out here. We can go ahead and take a look at what we've done. Nothing terribly exciting, but we just add some snow peas and some heirloom stringless green beans. So we'll have the two different types of beans right along that fence, and they'll climb this fence, and they're going to be real easy to harvest when they climb that fence. The other thing we did, we planted 2 more tomato plants that we got from an Amish nursery. Just kind of small at this point, but these guys will get pretty big, and you can see we've got a cage around it to eventually hold them all up and everything. So that's one that we added, and the other that we added would be right there, and that will get a cage over it when we get a chance to do that. So the other thing we did, we planted a lot of sunflower seeds today, and I can kind of show you where we put those. Right along this fence line here, this is where we planted sunflower seeds. Now these are called Irish eyes. They don't get very big. You know, maybe 2.5 to 3 feet tall. is about all. And but it'll be nice. We didn't want anything too high here because it would block the eastern sun, especially the morning sun. Not so much the afternoon. But it should be a nice little addition. Just kind of dress it up. These will not be edible, but they sure make a nice decoration. So we're going to try that and see how they all work out. Now we'll go over to another area that we added, some sunflower seeds. And I kind of just quickly put some netting or some chicken wire just down here, right there. These are Okay, now that we've got a lot of the plants in, vegetables in and whatnot, what we're going to do is going to go ahead and put some straw on top of newspaper to kind of keep the weeds.
Which is the best thing to put down.
So that's what we've been doing, rounding up a bunch of paper. We got a lot of it. Coupons are probably expired 2 years ago, but they make great. Put them on the ground, put the straw over the top, and it's going to disintegrate on its own. Should keep the weeds from growing, and if they do, we'll just have to work with that down the road.
And of course, we got to get into this garage and clean all of this up when we are through with all these projects. This is a mess. It's a working garage. I would like to make a guest house out of it. It is very good size, and that will be decided at a later date too. Well, today Tom has watered everything, and he is now putting down newspapers in the garden because those will decompose, and he's putting straw above that. We're already getting weeds in the garden.
Now, if you haven't seen the headlines, this goes back to Tuesday, August 25, 2020. 3 victims died in Jefferson County. That's from COVID-19. That shows you how old these papers are. The older the papers, the better the fertilizer.
Vintage papers, yes. Much better. They've already decomposed somewhat. So anyway, that is what Tom is doing this morning. Our baby deer is gone this morning. So we assume that there was too much yard work yesterday, and she must have moved it during the night. We came back from having dinner, and she was in the yard, assumedly taking care of the baby. So we didn't want to disturb her. We just went to the grocery store and the dog supply store and gave her some time. And then she was out of the yard by the time we got home. I believe we're going to try to get this garden tilled today, so an update will be coming. Okay, Jim and Tina and Denny have arrived with the tractor and the tiller from the farm I have in Nason. It's a old abandoned coal mine that was built in 1920. 80 acres and 1 horse. And they take care of all that for me and help me here at the house and at my business in town. So we all keep quite busy. Jim said he thought we needed the tiller to till this ground because it's just too hard. We're trying to get a garden out. to town and then taking it back.
Get that wire.
But
Yeah, we did it.
uh-oh, what was that? What was that?
Cable.
Oh, great. The cable that was attached to the dish,
Over here.
we've cut it up twice, but we aren't using the dish now, so that's a good thing. Tom actually took that off. We left the post. We thought we might use it for something. Good grief. That's a lot of wire. Maybe you better move those rods so he can till. He can't till over those rods. Why don't you? Is that 16 foot where the rods are? Well, yeah.
You want to go this far?
I thought that's what the plan was. But you can't leave those rods there.
Now she says she wants to go off 16 feet. Right here. This is 16 feet.
I thought that's what we drew a while ago and said that's how much fence we had. Is that not correct? But we have to get up to that fence there. Do we need to take that fence down so he can till there or what?
I don't think so.
I do.
Tell that on my hand.
Yeah, that's easier said than done. Well, apparently there was some miscommunication there. Thankfully, we got that straightened out.
All right, Debbie. Now that this down. Screw that down. Get the front of it down more. Yeah. Now that's taking that. Right, guys. Right on down.
Jim, say hi to everyone. This is Jim. He's the brains of the outfit. Well, that's going to be quite a bit more garden there. And the dirt looks good and loose. I'm not sure how good a soil that is, probably clay. But we'll enrich it. You think so? Well, we'll
need more.
have to get more newspapers, right?
Need more straw.
Yeah, oh yeah, we'll have to have 2 more
We
bales.
got newspapers out there, but still.
Okay, so we still need then to take that. I guess we're gonna go get the fence panels next, right?
I guess I'm not really sure what the plan is.
Well, I think that you have to get those before you can take that one off, right?
Yeah, you still do those, so that'd be fine.
Okay, so you got the sunflower seeds in the other garden put out. That was a lot faster to till that than the other day with that hand tiller.
Yeah.
And a lot less muscle. Trying to get the wine barrel level so we can plant sunflowers in there.
High on Dad's side and low on Denny's side.
Yeah, that's what it looks like from here too. Now what's your dog's name, Tina?
Pookie.
Pookie. Well, she's helping. Trying to. I am about to have my version, the American version, of the English tradition of having 11s, which is having their tea and biscuit at 11 a.m. My version is biscuit and coffee at a bit after 12 noon. It suits my lifestyle better. So, 12:20. A good time for coffee and biscuit. I'm not an early riser. It's now 1:45 and I finished my biscuits, but I haven't finished my coffee. I'm about to go out and see how Tom is doing on the fencing. Well, that's going to be quite a bit more garden there. And the dirt looks good and loose. I'm not sure how good a soil that is, probably clay.
Okay, well, I guess that's it for today. We'll keep you posted on any progress that we've got going with our garden, and